Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is going to be a little bit of a different type of video. I'm going to be doing a trade recap, but mainly I'm going to be talking about how, in order to succeed with pretty much anything, you absolutely need patience and discipline. So, I want to do a little psychology rant, but first, I'm going to show you guys the trade that I took today. It was a break even trade, extremely brutal break even trade. And it's actually a good example of why you should stay patient and a good example of how I was able to be disciplined enough to just walk away after getting that break even. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. And okay, boom. This is the trade. You can see five traded, five accounts. It is actually 7 p.m. So the P&L thing went away, but it was like minus, or it was like plus $2. It was a break even trade. Go ahead and show executions. See, I entered here, break even here. So I will show you guys the trade that I took. So pretty much reason for the trade was simply based off of this 15-minute close. As you can see, this 15-minute close above this gap was confirming that we were going to go to all-time highs. So I pretty much just waited for retracement and a flip, which is exactly what we got. And so boom, retrace flip, take my trade, stops beneath this low, break even here, and take profit all-time high. So very, very easy, very, very simple trade. This was at 12:25. The only reason I was on the charts was because I had school, and that was the only time I was able to trade, and I was on my computer, so might as well. Um, but basically, entered in, got one takeaway from my stop loss, ripped higher to my break even, and moved my stop to break even, and then boom, whip down, stops my break even, completely reverses to my take profit. We also edged my take profit here as well. Edge stop loss, edge take profit, whip at break even, and then rip to take profit, bro. Brutal, really brutal. And also, if you go to NQ, you could see if I were to just take it on NQ and not MNQ, I would have banked, right? Because this wick was not there, right? MNQ had a big wick, NQ didn't. So unfortunately, there was some slippage there. Of course, when I was in the trade, super unfortunate, bro. But like, there's really nothing you can do. So there's really no point in stressing about it. I would have made $1,000 per account, so wouldn't have been like the biggest trade, but still would have been a good trade. So that sucks. That's pretty unfortunate, but again, what would have happened if I was not disciplined? I would have entered into another trade and I would have ended up blowing my account. So obviously, stepping away after something like that is just a necessary thing to do. So that was the trade I took. Now I want to talk about why patience and discipline matter so much. So with trading, I'm not going to talk about any other business model besides trading, right? Because that's what this channel is. With trading, when you have a model, right, you have a proven win rate model that is profitable. Um, Once you have this model, you need need to be able to sit on your hands through bad price action days. You need to be able to sit on your hands, be disciplined enough to not trade and wait for days that are clean. Because and this is the hardest part of trading is being able to look at the price, look at price action, even when it's doing this. You have to be able to look at it, say, okay, I'm not trading this until I see a good setup. Even if it takes a week to get a single trade, you have to be patient because I promise you, that is the only way to see success with trading. It's just patience because I'm telling you also when you're able to stay patient and wait for good setups, being disciplined is going to be a little bit easier. So I'm going to explain that. So let's say I'm patient. I wait for an entire week. I'm extremely patient. Then finally I see an A plus setup and I take it with heavy size. It's a great trade, but it loses. Now is the when is that's when you step away, right? That's when discipline comes in and you have to be able to walk away, right? And it's going to be a lot easier to walk away from taking a good loss rather than FOMOing into a shitty trade and you lose. And it's going to be harder to walk away from that because it wasn't a good trade. So it's hard to be satisfied with your executions. And you're going to end up, it's going to be easier to stay on the charts and take some bullshit trades and blow your account because you're not disciplined. So that's why patience and discipline, the combo, is what creates a profitable trader, is having that combo. Now, that was talking about specifically for more intermediate traders. Now, in the very beginning of your trading journey, it's mostly just about getting hours in, right? You have to back test, you have to watch videos. All of that stuff takes discipline. For me personally, I watched as many YouTube videos as possible. I was very, very disciplined. I was on top of my shit. I was doing the most you can do. I would back test probably like 6 or 7 hours a day. Not even kidding. Like even on school days, I would backtest the second I get home, just nonstop, because I wanted it so badly. And you have to be this in the beginning of your journey. You have to be disciplined enough to just be like, okay, I gotta put the work in until I can get to a point where I don't. And that's what it takes, bro. In the beginning of trading, right? In the beginning, once you're a beginner, you have to put the work in. You have to be disciplined. You have to backtest. You have to watch the videos. You gotta find a trading model and master it and understand it. And then once you get to the more intermediate slash like advanced stage of your trading journey, you can then understand that it's just a patience game at that point, because you just now you have the model. You already were disciplined enough to put the work in the beginning. You have the model now. You just have to stay patient for it, and you still obviously have to have discipline. You have to be able to step away, which is the hardest thing in trading is being able to step away after losing, and being able to step away after a break even trade like this. That's the hardest thing in trading, but being able to do that is what creates a profitable trader. So that was a little rant I wanted to get on, just about how patience and discipline are a great combo, and those are the two things that actually create a profitable trader alongside of a profitable system. So that's it. That's all I had for you guys today. Pretty short video. I just wanted to do a little rant. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to learn from me, and join my mentorship or join my Discord, put the link in the description. But other than that, guys, appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.